Good morning, children. Today's biology class. I will continue lesson number 5, pollination and fertilization. In my previous class, I explained the meaning of fertilization and also structure of pollen grains, ovule, ovary. Now today, I am going to explain the process of fertilization in plants. So yesterday I explained the structure of pollen grains, and when the pollen grains falls on the stigma of the same species, fertilization occur. So these are the pollen grain. So when it falls on the stigma, the pollen grain uses the sugar present in the stigma as a food, and a tube develops here from the pollen grains. This is with the help of a tube nucleus. So look here the tube nucleus present in the, so this is a pollen grains. When as soon as it reaches the stigma, the growth takes place like this. With the tube nucleus, it going to goes on elongated till it reaches the ovule. The tube nucleus helps the pollen grains to elongate its tube. Look here, it elongates and move through this and enter into the ovule. So here, along with the tube, these two nucleus also enter into the ovule through micropyle. A small pore is there, hole is there. With that, these two nucleus enter into that. I already explained this structure of the ovule in previous class. So here, two nucleus are there. So one nucleus, so this is fertilized with the egg cell, and another nucleus enter into it. Here inside this, it contains two polar nuclei. Here the one more nucleus of the pollen grains combined with the polar nuclei of the ovule. This is a sperm nuclei. This is one sperm nuclei. Two sperm nucleus are there. One fertilized with the egg cell, another one with the polar nuclei. So here two fertilization occur, hence it is known as double fertilization. So this is known as double fertilization. Okay children, so this is about the fertilization of the flower. Next let us see after fertilization how next process continues. And I said in a previous class, that is the ovule converted into seeds, and the other parts are converted, the ovary converted into fruits parts in future. Okay, I will explain you this next how it will convert into fruit and the seed, what are the parts participated in this development. So after fertilization, the petals, stamens and style. The petals, stamens and style, it generally fall off. So after fertilization, the petals, the stamens and the other part, stigma, fall off from the ovule. And then so in some of the plants, the calyx also fall off. But this one brinjal, so the calyx remains. The green color calyx remains in the brinjal. You might have seen, I think. So like that, the other parts fall off, and the ovary enlarges to form fruit. The ovary part becomes fruit, and ovary's wall forming the fruit wall, and the ovary wall may either form a dry and hard fruit wall or a fleshy fruit wall. So this ovary wall become the wall of the fruit in future. So like this, the ovules become the seed. I said in previous class, if it is a one seed like mango, only one ovule present in the flower. If more seeds like orange and grapes, so more ovules present in the fruit. So these are the changes occurs after fertilization. Let us see what it becomes, the part of flower, what it becomes in future, one by one. So here you can see ovary becomes in future fruit, and ovary wall become pericarp, and ovule become seed, and placenta become the stalk of the seed, and outer integument become the testa, the inner integument become the tegmen, that is seed coat. It becomes, both of them coming together and form seed coat, and secondary nucleus become endosperm, egg cell, and the synergid parts, that parts in the ovule, that become embryo in future, and antipodal cells become disorganized. So these are the changes occur after the fertilization. So after the fertilization, these are the changes occurs. It convert into fruit. Suppose if it's a mango tree, after fertilization it becomes fruit. Suppose it's a any vegetables like beans or tomato or chilies like that, it converted into vegetables. Okay, so this is about the fertilization. And along with this class, I have completed lesson number 5, pollination and fertilization. In my next class, I will give the worksheet and the notes. Okay, children? So go through the video and learn the process of fertilization.